home day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Vikings at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You look at this Arizona defense, and they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
That is caught downfield by Harrison. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A couple of 1st downs. Has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. A short one here caught by McBride. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. If you put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 1st down, right back to Benson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
18 yards the gain for number 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Merritt. Over the middle, Harrison. Oh, what a juke into space. Unable to cut. The ball comes out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sylvester working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sylvester. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Merritt. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. Merritt. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Sylvester. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. That ball caught by Harrison. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Merritt. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Sylvester. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sylvester. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now here's a carry heading left. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 14-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Sylvester. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the points. And it is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Merritt. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Open man right side is Tony. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This from 25 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll bring him back within 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sylvester. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sylvester eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sylvester. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very... And got his man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Operating from the gun, Merritt. Open man here is Benson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Operating from the gun, Merritt. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Cards have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Merritt. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Merritt. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Merritt. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Play after right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. That's going to be caught by Tony, finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Merritt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's first down. Operating from the gun. Merritt. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 144 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away from victory.
And Ben, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gordon. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.